Good morning, students. Welcome to class on Thursday, the 22nd of August, and the last day of the week for you guys. So congratulations. Hope you have a great time at Fort Bluff tomorrow. My church, Calvary Baptist Church, back on what was it? It was Memorial Day. In May and Memorial Day, our church went to Fort Bluff for our church picnic. It was after Sunday morning service. All the church went up there and had a really good time, and then we had an afternoon service there in the chapel, and then went on home. So I've been to that place. This is kind of funny. Are you ready for this? I graduated from high school in 1988, and when I was a senior, I traveled from Ohio all the way down to, where do you think? Fort Bluff. That's right. And I played in a soccer tournament. That's when I weighed 150 instead of 250. So, 100 pounds ago. And I was a goalkeeper, believe it or not, like Dylan Limery. I was a goalkeeper. And so I've been going to Fort Bluff, not every year, but I've been there when I was 18 years old, and I was there just about 4 or 5 months ago. So it's changed a lot, by the way. It was not near as nice in 1988 as it is now. However, have a good time on Friday, and I'm glad you get the day off, and I get the day off too. I won't have to make a video, so we're all happy. I hope you guys did well on your quiz yesterday. I've got Martin. Let me put my contact information on here again one more time. 706-965-2675, and my address, of course, is like all the other Berean teachers. It's their last name, then their first initial. So my name is Mike Earhart, so it's Earhart M at, and I'm going to write this really quick, BereanAcademy.net. You guys know how to spell that, so I'm not going to worry about being all neat. Let me get a drink of water here. Hold on one second. Okay, moving on. So, Martin, I really need to hear from you. If you could email me or call me or something, Mr. Martin, let me know. I've never met you, but I need to know when you're going to take your quiz. Now, of course, if you say Christmas, that's a little too far away. I need it taken by Monday or Tuesday at the latest, okay? So you've got all the videos on the website. You can go back and listen to them at night if you're having a hard time falling asleep, and I'm sure that my teaching would put anyone to sleep. So whatever you need to do, Martin, contact me and let me know when you're going to take that quiz, and that will then allow me to know when I can go over the quiz via a video with you students. It's very important that I grade your quizzes and go over those with you. You do not owe me any homework from yesterday, Wednesday, so you're good there. If you've not turned anything in this week, you need to get it turned in. I did not get an email from Mr. Harmon, I don't believe, telling me that there was anyone who did not turn in the homework from Tuesday. You were supposed to turn it in Wednesday, yesterday. You had Tuesday night homework, and it was due Wednesday. So if I do get an email from him, I'm going to call your folks that evening and let them know. Okay, moving on. I'm trying to stall and waste time. Not really, I'm kidding, but this video is not going to be very long, and Mr. Harmon knows I'm a very academically minded person, but I can only do what I can do, and I would normally go over the quiz if everyone had taken the quiz, and maybe Martin did. I didn't think that he did. So if you did take it, Martin, if you did take the quiz, Martin, then call and let me know, or email me, whatever. But I would normally go over the quiz. That would take 10 or 15 minutes and have you work on your homework. But I can't do that not knowing who took or who did not take the quiz. So we're going to work on homework in class today. This is due Monday. I would say tomorrow, but there's no school on Friday except for Fort Bluff. So, due on Monday. Okay? Due on Monday. Page 25, numbers 2 through 21. That's all, of course. So go ahead and open your books. Pause the video as often as you need to. I'm going to go pretty fast because my philosophy is, as you've heard many times, you can always slow me down by pausing and rewinding, but you can't speed me up if I'm going too slow. So I'm going to go fast, and you, of course, pause the video if you need to. All right? Please open your books to page 25, and we're going to look at numbers 2 through 21. All right, numbers 2 through 6, the directions say, decide whether the statement is true or false. So 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Well, number 2 says, if your book is open, you see it, line BD and line DC intersect at point D. Now, my book says true. Let's see if that's true. Here we go. BD and DC. Well, here's BD. Let me get a different color of ink here, if I can do that. All right. Here's BD. And the other line is DC. Well, here's D, and here's C, so DC is right here. Yep, they intersect right at D. That's correct. All right, moving on to number 3. Number 3 says, in my book, number 3 says false. Let's see if it is. AB and BD intersect at A. So here's line AB. Here's line BD. And do they intersect at A? No, they do not. They intersect at B. And that's why number 3 is false. All right, let's take a look. My computer's doing some things here again. Did y'all notice the guinea pig pop up on the screen a couple days ago? That's our guinea pig. My kids put sunglasses on him and throw him up in the air and play catch with him and everything and take pictures of him. So I'm surprised he's still alive. All right, number 4. My book says that 4 is false. Let's see what 4 says. BD, line BD intersects plane M at B. So, okay, first of all, let's find line BD. So line BD is right here. Let's go like that. There's line BD. And then let's find intersection or plane M. Well, here's the letter M. So here's plane M. You guys following me? Well, it looks like to me you got this sheet of paper right here I'm scribbling on, hanging up in the air, and you got a pencil going right through it, and it intersects right there at D. Now, number 4 says they intersect at B, and that's why it's false. They do not intersect at B. They intersect at D. All right, let's continue on to number 5. Number 5 says lines AB and DC do not appear to intersect. So lines AB, here's AB, here's DC, they appear to not intersect. Well, that's true. They look like they do not intersect to me, and that is totally true. All right, let's continue on to number 6. Line BD is the intersection of planes M and N. Now, students, please listen to me. You know my drawing skills are so bad. In fact, I just demonstrated it right there. Wow, that is so pitiful. All right. Yeah, this is really sad. This is really sad. Well, anyways, I give up. But I was trying to show, please don't look at that. I was trying to show when two planes intersect, like we looked at yesterday in your notes, it's like putting a slit in a sheet of paper, and the two planes intersect. Look, this plane up here, plane M, and this plane down here, plane N, they don't intersect. They don't cross anywhere. So how can number 6 be true? It says line BD, and here's BD. Line BD is the line of intersection for planes M and N. Absolutely not. Now this line intersects plane M, and this line intersects plane N, but these two planes themselves do not intersect. I wish I could draw better. If you'll look over one page to page 24, look at example number 4 in your books. Page 24, example number 4, right in the middle of the page, you'll see two pieces of paper or two planes that are intersecting, and they intersect at line M. Now that's what we're talking about. That's when two planes intersect, okay? But no, these planes here do not intersect, so BD is not the intersection of planes M and N. That is false. Okay, I forgot to take my camera. What I do is I take pictures of your book, and then I cut and paste those into my videos here. I forgot to take a picture of 7, so if you'll look at your book at page 7, you'll see a bunch of phone lines with telephone poles going up and down. So if you look at the directions, what kind of geometric intersection does the photograph suggest? Well, number 7 is intersecting lines. I wouldn't give you one of these on a test, but I think once I've said the answer, that makes sense. I mean, you've got telephone poles going up and then wires going across, so intersecting lines. Again, I'm dazzling you with my drawing skills. Okay, let's move on to number 8. Again, I'm not asking you to understand these. You might not do very well on these, and that's fine. It's not a big deal. But if we have targets, oh, that is not what I want. If you have number 7 there, a target, and then another one, that's really good, another one. And then you've got this dart sticking into it like this, hitting right there. You got feathers on it and all that kind of stuff. Well, basically what that looks like to me, besides a really bad drawing, is a line intersecting a plane. Well, how can a circle be a plane? Guys, any flat surface can be a plane. It can be a triangle, a square, a rectangle. So this circular region here is a flat surface, and then you've got this arrow going right into it. So what does number 8 kind of remind you of? A line and a plane intersecting. Again, I would not give you any of these in the test, just kind of throwing them out there. I'm not sure what I just did there or there. All right, moving on to number 9. Now, if you look at number 9 in your book, of course, you've got some rectangles, one that's like this, and then one that's kind of like this, and then so on and so forth. You get the idea. But anyways, I do not expect you to get this right, but this is supposed to be planes intersecting, like two planes intersect right here where the curve is, or where they bend, and then they intersect here. Either way, I'm not worried about this. I just went ahead and left them in your homework. So number 9 is a real life example of planes that are intersecting. I'm not really losing sleep over these 3 problems if you don't get them or understand them, but there they are. Okay, let's move on now to the rest of your homework. Numbers 10 through 15. Now we're still on page number 25, numbers 10 through 15. Let's see what we're doing here. Use the diagram at the right. So here's number 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Now, number 10 says, name the intersection of PQ and TS. Okay, here's PQ right here, and here's TS right here. Looks like they're intersecting right here to me. So with that in mind, point R is where they intersect. So you could say point R. Number 11, name the intersection of QS and PT. So here's QS in blue, here's PT in blue. I see no intersection point, so we're going to say none. They do not appear to intersect, so we're just going to say none. Okay, moving on to number 12. Name the intersection of SQ and TR. So here's SQ right here. Here's TR right here. And it looks like to me they intersect right there at S. Yep, right there. And so the answer would be point S. All right, number 13. Name the intersection of RS and PT. So here's RS right there. R and S. Here's PT. And it looks like to me they intersect right there at T. So point T. All right. And now let's take a look at number 14. Name the intersection of RP and PT. RP and PT. Here's RP and here's PT. So it looks like to me they intersect right there at point P. I want to do number 15, then talk to you about something here that you need to see. All right, number 15, name the intersection of RS and ST. Well, here's RS, and here's, ST. It's the same line. Okay? So they really don't intersect. They're what we call corresponding lines. There's another name in algebra, and I apologize for drawing a blank, but give me a second to think this through. It's when you're solving linear systems. You did that last year in Algebra 2, and you get infinite solutions, corresponding lines, I'm pretty sure is what it's called. But anyways, the intersection of RS, which is this line here, right here, and RT, which is this line here, it's the same line, would be just, I would say infinite. How about this? I would say infinite intersection points, because I mean they're the same line, they're lying on top. You could give me many answers I would accept. You could say infinite intersections, you could say, Mr. Arrett, they're the same line, they're corresponding lines, they're laying on top of each other, however you want to say it. All of that is fine. Okay, now what are they trying to teach you here? Wow, this is amazingly easy and boring, Mr. Earhart. Let me quickly grab a drink of water. What they're trying to show you is this. Are you ready? They're trying to go over postulate 3 with you again. Postulate 3 said, and I'm kind of paraphrasing a little bit, but when two lines intersect, they intersect at a point. Okay? Well, this one didn't down here. That's because we didn't have two lines. We had one line. It was the same line, and it was one line. So when two lines intersect, they intersect at a point. And that's what numbers 10 through 15 we're trying to go over again in your mind. And now look at 16 through 21. I can tell you right now, I've not worked these out yet, but I can just about guarantee 16 through 21 is trying to reinforce postulate 4. And postulate 4 says that when two planes intersect, they intersect at a line, not a point. And I'm pretty sure that's what we're going to see here. All right, let's go ahead and get started. 16 through 21, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21. All right, number 16 says, well, first of all, the directions say, name the intersection of the given planes. If there is no intersection, write no intersection. Okay, number 16, planes P and Q. Well, here's plane P, here's plane Q. I'll quickly highlight those for you, although I'm probably boring you to death. I probably don't need to. Those two planes do not intersect, so no intersection. They do not intersect. All right, let's take a look at number 17. Planes Q and R. So here's plane Q and here's plane R. So I'm going to highlight quickly plane Q, and here's plane R, like this. Well, it looks like to me this plane right here that I'm shading in blue, looks like to me this plane right here is shooting right through plane Q at this line right here. It's going right through there, okay? So that's the intersection place. And remember, when two planes intersect, they intersect at a line, okay? So what's the intersection place? Well, it's line L. Line L right here. Line L. All right, number 18, excuse me. Plane P and plane R. Well, here's plane P right here. And it looks like plane R is going to go right through plane P right there at that line right there. So, with that in mind, the answer would be line J. Line J is where those two planes intersect. All right, line J. Moving on to number 19, P and S. All right, here's plane P, and here's plane S. It looks like they do touch, and they are intersecting, and it looks like to me they're intersecting right there. That's where the two planes connect. I hope you're seeing that. And so with that in mind, we're looking at line K. Line K. Right there, line K. And if you're not writing yours in cursive, doing a lowercase k, that's totally fine. I'm not going to be that picky as a teacher. All right, number 20, Q and S. So here's plane Q coming down, over. Here's plane S, like this. And it looks like those two planes are intersecting right there. Right there. So that would be line M. Line M. And now let's take a look at number 21. The planes for 21 do not intersect. It says plane R, which is way up here in the air hanging, and then plane S down here on the ground, I guess you could say. Those two planes do not intersect, so no intersection. Now, students, I'm not worried about Mr. Harmon wondering if we're working hard. Look, when you're doing videos, if I was there, I would do some activities with you and different things that I really can't do on a video without being there to check your answers and go over stuff and give you time limits and stuff. So, find something to do, please. If you're finished with the homework, don't lose this. It's due on Monday, so please don't lose it. If all 4 of you get it done and all 4 of you want to turn it in today so you don't lose it, that's fine. Give it to Mr. Harmon. I love it. No problem. That'd be great. But you can turn it in Monday if you want to. So if you're done with the video, please find something to do. Work on some classes or other things. This will not happen very often, okay? Where you get free time like this. Excuse me. I've got an announcement sheet here. There will be a test next Friday, by the way. A test next Friday. And again, Martin, if you'll contact me way up here at the beginning of the video, I gave you guys again my phone number. Did I erase it already? I guess I did, sorry. But I gave you all my phone number and my email, so contact me and let me know if you've taken it, Martin, and if not, when you're going to, no later than Tuesday of next week, and that's at the very, very latest. Have a great, safe time on Friday. Have a great weekend, and I will talk to you guys on Monday.